back to my channel. So today I'm doing the end of the year book tag. I know everybody and their mothers is like,
oh my god, where did 2019 go? Oh my god, it was like July yesterday.
but you know what? Every day that passes, I'm fine with. I'm fine with 2019 coming to an end because every day that passes is a day closer to the end of the semester. And that's all that matters to me. I want it to be over. I need it to end now. So to celebrate the coming of the end of the year, we're going to do the book tag. The first question is, are there any books you started this year and still need to finish? There is one book that I started this year and didn't finish with the intention of coming back to it. Like, if I read a book and I DNF it, I'm never going to read it again. Like, I'm never going to pick it up again. But there was one book that I read this year. I got like 60 pages in or something, and I was like, nope, I don't want to read this right now. But I do plan on coming back to it later. And that is The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Gennades. I don't know. I read 60 pages of it or something. But between the numbers of 50 and 80, that's how many pages I read. And I put it away. I had heard a lot of things about this book being really pretentious, and that was why a lot of people didn't like it, actually. But they were right. They were right. It is a little pretentious, and it just, I don't know. I didn't like the main character. I thought she was a bitch, and I just wasn't feeling it at the time. But I did really like The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Gennades, and I do really want to read Middlesex by him as well. So I got this one, because I was like, you know what, I'll just read them all. Let's read them all. But it wasn't working out for me when I decided to read it, so I put it away. But I would love to read it again, probably not by the end of the year, but you know, at some point in my life, I will come back to this book. Whether I'm 70 when it happens, that's on me. So the next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition to the end of the year? Honestly, I don't pick books like seasonally throughout the year. I think the only season that I read a specific kind of book in is summer, and during the summer I read more like contemporary books, but I feel like everybody does that. So to just keep it short and sweet, no, I don't have an autumnal book to transition to the end of the year. The next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? I think the one new release that I was waiting for was Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which I have already gotten and read. Other than Ninth House, I don't have any new releases that I'm still excited for, at least for 2019. I think I have enough books that I already plan on reading. I don't need to add more to the list, so I think that's fine. My bunny's trying to say hi. Hold on. Say hi! Why aren't you saying hi? What's your favorite book? I love that book. Okay, anyways, back to the point. Next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? These 3! Wait, hold on. These 3! One of the books that I really want to get to by the end of the year and plan on reading hopefully this month is Dig by A.S. King. I've heard a lot of really good things about it and a lot of really weird things about it, so I mean, I don't know. Like, this is one that I for sure will read by the end of the year because it's the one I'm most excited for on this list of 3. The next one is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I hope that's how you say that. It's probably not. I've heard that this book is incredibly depressing, so obviously I'm interested. It's about a woman who, I think she puts herself in like a, I don't know, like a self-induced coma for like a year to like escape life. I mean, same. It just sounded really interesting to me, and I wanted to get to it by the end of the year. Whether I do or not, you know, who knows? We'll see. We'll find out if I read this before the year ends. And the last book that I would like to read by the end of the year is Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I read Vicious in like June, and I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. But the thing with Victoria Schwab's books is that I love her stories and her plots and everything, but her characters are just so dull, and I don't give a shit about any of them. So I liked what Vicious was, and I liked the whole story and everything, but like, I didn't really care if Eli or Victor ended up like winning in the end. I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I don't really care. I know I'm supposed to root for Victor, and I am, because you know that's how it is. But if Victor, like if Eli killed Victor in the end of this book, I'd be like, well,
That's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
because I don't really give a shit about any of the characters, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's more effort into the plot and the story. I mean, I think her plots and her stories are awesome, don't get me wrong, but the characters are just so, like, boring. Like, I just don't care about them. I read Vicious in, like, June this year, and I still haven't read this book, so I would like to read this book just so I can finish the series and fucking move on with my life, but I don't know. We never know. I didn't even read Breaking Dawn, so we might not actually read this ever either. So the next question is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favorite? Honestly, if I answered this question like 3 weeks ago, my answer would have been Ninth House, but since I already read that and it was okay, my answer's different. I think the one book that could end up shocking me and possibly being one of my favorites of the year is Dig by A.S. King. I don't know, I've just heard so many good things about it. Like, I don't even know what this is about. And I'm over here like, this could be my favorite book of the year. But really though, I don't know. I haven't heard a single bad thing about this book. So I really hope I like this book. If I don't like this book, I'm gonna be so upset because that always happens. I really hope I like this book. I really do. The next and last question in the tag is, have you already made reading plans for 2020? I don't like make reading plans. I think the only, I guess, reading plan I've really made for 2020 is I really want to reread Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice and Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. I read Flowers in the Attic when I was like 11, 12 years old, and I loved it. I really liked Flowers in the Attic.
I don't know what that means. If you like.
No thank you. Anyway, it was my favorite. I thought it was so good. It blew my mind. And I would really like to reread it to see how it holds up to me now. It's been like, hold on, let me do some quick math real quick. Like almost 10 years since I've read it. Yeah, there you go. And I'd just like to see how my opinion of the book differs today. Maybe I'll still love it. Maybe I'll hate it. I really hope I don't hate it because I really did like it. But those are probably the only, I guess, reading plans I've really made for 2020 is books I want to reread. But other than that, I don't make reading plans. I kind of just read whatever I want when I want because I can do what I want. That was a fun, short and sweet tag. The end of the year can't come any sooner. I am so stoked. I am just so ready for my classes to end.
Yes, like,
I'm suffering. That concludes the end of the year book tag. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.